translated the complex demands of the delegates into a language of fire and justice, her pamphlets now circulating not in hundreds, but in thousands, each copy a breath of wind on the embers of rebellion. Pierre moved through this charged landscape like a ghost, his loyalties fraying at the edges. Stationed in Versailles to observe the Estates General, he watched the Third Estate's delegates, led by men like Murraybow, refuse to be dismissed. He saw their frustration mount as the king and the nobility stonewall. Their demands for a true national assembly where votes were counted by head, not by estate. The air in the royal city was thick with a different kind of tension, the brittle, perfumed anxiety of a court realizing it was under siege not by an army, but by an idea. Pierre's reports back to his masters grew increasingly grim. He documented not just the defiance of the commoners, but the wavering resolve of the royal guards, the whispered sympathies among the lower-ranking courtiers. The most critical piece of intelligence he sent was not an act of rebellion, but an act of omission, the king's profound reluctance to act. Louis XVI vacillated, trapped between the reformist council of Necker and the reactionary demands of his court, his indecision a vacuum into which chaos rushed. Pierre penned his final dispatch of the week, his hand steady but his mind in turmoil. He reported the king's refusal to concede to the Third Estate's demands, his inability to grasp the tidal wave of change.